Great afternoon, y'all. This is Jasmine Jersey Bruja Tarot on Instagram. That's Jersey, B as in boy, Ruja Tarot, Tarot. Just wanted to give a quick brief spelling, which will be included in the description in the comments. I tried to initially upload this on Instagram, but Instagram in all its glory was not allowing me to access IGTV. So I decided to do this on YouTube instead. So this is just going to be a vulnerability post. It's been quite a few months in the making in order to do this video. And I pretty much just wanted to come on here and tell my story with regard to not only a betrayal from a best friend, but also just to raise awareness about certain spiritual practitioners and spiritual people on Instagram. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into it. This story involves a particular popular spiritualist on Instagram, and also a person who I once called my best friend, who I knew outside of Instagram back when Twitter was popping. So with that being said, long story short, I met this spiritual practitioner first before I even started doing readings. And this person took to me like white on rice, and we vibed, we flowed. This person even did a reading for me, and basically kind of in a sense through the reading gave me the green light to go ahead and start doing readings on my own. And with that, I felt very encouraged and decided to start doing my readings. Along with encouragement from my girlfriend. That was just what was happening over here in the real life side of the world. This person has a huge following. This person also has changed up their products and also changed up their whole vibe and what it is they bring to the table several times. And while there is nothing wrong with change, it kind of speaks a bit about inconsistency, in my humble opinion. But to each their own. This person never could do no wrong in my eyes for a very long period of time. I valued their input. I valued a lot of what it is that they brought to the table. And throughout this process of me being very cool with this person, I also reconnected with my friend that I knew on Twitter, who I'm just going to say, because I'm not dropping names in this video, that's petty. You guys can just figure it out, or let Spirit show you if Spirit deems it to be fit. This best friend of mine has the same name that I do, except spelled differently. And long story short, we've seen each other grow up throughout the years. Like I said, again, we were friends when Twitter was popping. So we eventually found each other on Instagram or Facebook. Can't remember which one. I've watched this person grow. I've watched her have her 2 kids. I've seen her in shitty relationships and also in the beautiful relationship that she has now. So ultimately speaking, we've seen each other grow through a lot of shit. So with that comes their knowing a lot of each other's story and a lot of what the other has been through. Ultimately speaking, this person was very enamored and very fascinated with the fact that I read cards, and I've done a reading or two for this person. I have also gotten this person into spirituality. I encouraged them and gave them like, here, get ahead, fly solo. I always encourage this person to grow, and anybody that's been a client of mine or has been following me for quite some time already knows this to be true. I will hold your hand, but for so long. I am not going to act like I'm better than you, but I will tell you what it is you need to do, and I will be very protective over you. Anybody that has me as a client, has me as a friend, or is close to me knows I'm very protective over those that I love. It is very much a Taurus trait in me. And just a little sidebar, over the course of time, I put this person on, my ex-best friend, to this spiritual practitioner. I was like, yo, check her out. She's dope, whatever. And they became very tight, which was okay. I'm like, listen, you can be friends with who it is that you want to be friends with. At the end of the day, we're all grown adults. Let's be real. I'm not going to sit here and tell you who you can and can't be friends with, or who you can follow, or who you're not supposed to follow. However, again, I am going to be protective over you. So with that being said, I, over time, started sensing just a deep-rooted unsettling in my spirit about this particular spiritual practitioner who I had been following before my ex-best friend, who has the same name that I do, just spelled differently. Just to kind of remind y'all who we're talking about. It just was, I was just like, something's not sitting right, something's not clicking with me. And I just ultimately saw a few things over time, and it wasn't sitting well with me, because ultimately speaking, my best friend started reading cards too. And I just noticed the huge disconnect between how much she supported this person versus how much this person would support her. But they would claim to call each other besties and all this other stuff and soulmates. And I'm just like, this person's playing the fuck out of your ass. So me being the friend that I am, outside of anything else towards my ex-best friend, because let's face it, I knew this person before Instagram. I knew this person before Instagram even became a thing, and before we became the spiritualists that we are today. So I told her a lot of things that I felt about this person in confidence, and basically was vulnerable with her and told her, listen, this is just what I've been feeling for a minute. I know you're cool with her, but I'm letting you know the support is not mutual. The love is not mutual. And because I don't want to see you get hurt, you need to watch your back. She heard me out, or pretended to do so. And ultimately speaking, she ratted me out to this ever so popular spiritual practitioner, who then proceeded to block me. Never came to me, never was like, yo, why did you say that? Why do you feel that way? Whatever. Blocked me. But yet continued to have other people, I call them her minions. We're going to talk about one particular person too, her minion, whose name also starts with M. She had this person stalking my page from a fake page while I messaged this person, because as many of you know, I'm a bold ass person. I'm gonna let you know what's up. The person blocked me. And I'm like, okay, y'all think I'm stupid. Like I was born yesterday. I was born at night, but not last night. So ultimately speaking, this is just a video I wanted to do. I felt betrayed by my best friend, by my ex-best friend. I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. I cried. I got upset. It was just a deep-seated rage that I held for so many months, and I, let go of fairly recently. And this video is not meant to be petty. It's not meant to take out, petty jealousies or anything like that. It is just to raise awareness, guys. When a spiritual practitioner is making you dependent on them and or promises their same success to you, you need to raise a red, be like, okay, but I have my own gifts and my own ability of doing things and of bringing things to the table. Why are you trying to put me on? It's okay to want to put a person on, but then when it borders on you having to be this person's lapdog, that's completely different. That's not a person encouraging you to fly solo spiritually. That, in a sense, is spiritual fucking slavery. I'm gonna be real with you. It's spiritual fucking slavery. And people really mistake that for validation and, feeling, social media has people thinking that just because, this person has so many followers / subscribers, that, they got it going on, they're popping, and because people have an aesthetic that, they know what they're talking about. Let me tell y'all something. Some of the most realist spiritual practitioners you'll ever meet on YouTube or Instagram or any social media platform, they're just themselves. Fuck the filters. Fuck the fucking hype and feeling the need to get pretty for every video. And when I say pretty, I mean wearing 10,000 pounds of makeup. All power to you if you do that. That's just not how some of us rock. And that's fine. You do you. It really is just about having discernment. And that is something I speak about extensively on my Instagram and also here on YouTube, or just generally speaking. You need to follow your intuition, follow your gut. And before you do anything, and any of these spiritual practitioners say work with Orishas, Lawas, etc., venerate your ancestors first. Y'all need to venerate your ancestors first before you do any of that shit. Because you'll have these people wanting to change up their products and change this and change that and just act like they know it all just to fucking make a profit off of your ass. And y'all need to be careful. Very fucking careful. So to these people who I spoke about in this video, I forgive you. To my ex-best friend who I bared all to, whose back I had in doing what I did, I forgive you for throwing me under the bus. To this ever so popular spiritual practitioner who in reality doesn't even know who she is still, who still is mad about everything that happened, ultimately speaking, and feels the need to try and send work for a second time to myself and my girlfriend. I forgive you. May spirit and the ancestors be with you. And to the little minion who feels like she won because she ultimately took the other one's spot as well, meaning my ex-best friend's spot, I forgive you too. Karma's a bitch. This is all I gotta say. Peace.